back to another episode of T3 Thursday's Tactical Tip. This week I want to talk to you about how to reload your concealed carry handgun if you have an injured hand or arm and you only have one hand that you can use. So today I'm going to show you this technique using a Ruger LC9. I want to show you that it is cleared. That was a snap cap that was coming out of it. So if for some reason you're in a fight and you had to use your handgun, there is a good chance you could get hurt. We don't like to talk about it, but obviously those chances are a lot higher than just going through your normal day. You need to be able to still defend yourself even if you have an injury. So I'm going to show you one technique that will help you with that. So if our handgun is run completely dry, as it is here, and the slide has locked to the rear, so we may need to change that magazine out just in case we still need to use our firearm. Now if you have one injured arm and you are not able to use that, you're going to still have to be able to reload this handgun. Now let me show you how this technique is done and I'll walk you through it. For one, you need to ditch this magazine. So I like to dump it and make sure it's out of my pathway, my expected pathway. Because the last thing I want to do is step on that, twist my ankle, go down, and now I have another injury I have to worry about. And it just exposes me to further harm. So after we've cleared that magazine out, we're going to flip it around and we're going to lock it right between our knees, just like that. We can reach up, access our other magazine, and when we put it in, we need to firmly put it into place. Now at this point, you could use the slide release on the side, or you can actually leave it there and rack the slide that way. This really isn't terribly difficult. You can do it left-handed as well. It's a little harder with the magazine release if it's not ambidextrous, but if you use your trigger finger or your middle finger, you can still release a magazine fairly decently. Now, I know there are a lot of handguns out there, especially concealed carry size handguns, that the slide doesn't lock to the rear, and this makes it a lot more difficult to do. So, as in this case where the slide returned forward, maybe our handgun doesn't lock to the rear on the last round. If that's the case, what we want to do is we'll just ditch that magazine again. Again, we're going to lock this between our knees, get our spare magazine, firmly seat it, and we can still use this technique to chamber a round. Now, I'm not saying this is the most comfortable technique because it does hurt, but even if you have an injury, even if the slide returns forward, this is a technique that you can use to stay in the fight, and that's what it's all about. Be sure to come back next week for another Thursday's Tactical Tip. Anyway, if you guys have any thoughts or comments or questions, things like that, leave them down below in the comments section. If you like this video, subscribe. You can go ahead and just click on the bullet down in the corner. And until next time, take care and be safe.